Hi, thank you for joining me in today's message. Um, Today, I wanted to bring up something that often gets discussed within my programs, but also people who reach out to me in my DM as well. Is how do you know when what you're doing is the right thing? Now, a lot of times when you're working on something, maybe you want to get better in some part of your life, or you're trying to stop something that's not really very healthy for you or helping you, it can be something that can creep up when you least expect. This thought, this nagging thought, often to get you thinking or second guessing yourself, wondering whether all the effort that you're putting in is actually going to lead you, to the right outcomes. So the first thing that I want to talk about is, to be and become intentional. Now, this can be tricky because a lot of times we can be intentional, but we can be intentional for reasons that don't really support our higher self, especially if we have had so much conditioning and beliefs around certain things, maybe from our family or our upbringing, or things that when we hang out with specific kinds of people, we might be intentional, but we might want to do things so that we get their approval, their validation, and this may not really be serving your higher self. And so becoming intentional itself is a process, being sincere about who you are, getting rid of many of the beliefs around your identity. And you'll know this because there will be this nagging sensation about the fact that you're probably keeping yourself really busy, or you're always on the phone, or maybe you are just doing things that don't really serve your higher purpose. So the other thing is that oftentimes when you're setting healthy boundaries, and I mean, it could be something like saying no when earlier you just gave in because you were afraid to be rejected by somebody, maybe somebody close, or maybe in your workplace. That can be really scary, saying no. And just because of the fear or the guilt or the shame that is masking your true intentions, you might actually slip into old ways of giving in without knowing how to set those healthy boundaries. So, why is this important? Being able to understand what your true intentions are and how it connects to your higher self will help you to get not just more intentional, but to stay more intentional as well. Make sure that you have a strong support system. A lot of times people think a support system is people who are yes men and who will be there to sort of shield you, or to appreciate you for the things that you're doing. And while that's important, especially appreciation, not the shielding piece, the other thing that is important with a good strong support system is people who have an unbiased neutral stance where your changes are concerned, especially when you're doing something that's different. It could be something as basic, and maybe not basic, but this first step of believing that you can say no. You might require a push in that direction by people like this, and people who can call you out when you're slipping, or call you out to say, I noticed that today when you had the opportunity to say no, you actually did not. You didn't open your mouth. And this is not to judge you, this is not to call you out or make you feel small or weak, or an opportunity to shame you, but this is a way for you to recognize that you have a whole lot more opportunity for choice, an opportunity to become more aware and in the moment. Which leads me to the third point. Being fully in the moment, being present, allows you to understand that no matter what is going on, no matter whether you've had a loss that you need to grieve, whether you have slipped from a path that you have been working on and it's setting you back, you always have an opportunity in the present moment to change things up. So always know that the opportunity to choose a better way, a higher way, to choose to change the way you're doing things is always in the present moment. Staying in the past, worrying about the future, is a very tricky way that the mind slips you out of the present moment. A good way, and something that I often facilitate for clients, is breath work. So each time you probably hear yourself beating yourself up, or you see yourself slipping into an old behavior, start to bring yourself back through breath work. Bring your attention into your body and drop your focus into your breath. And while this might seem simple, it's not as easy, because if you've been so used to projecting your problems out, like picking up the phone and talking to someone, or going on social media to create a post around it, or getting really busy so that you don't have to think about it, this can be tough at first. But like I mentioned way back in the beginning, staying the course, staying the path, practicing whatever that change of behavior is, can help you down a path where you can actually start to see shifts, not just in the way people start to respond to you and start to honor those changes, but the way you start to see yourself. So tell me how you are becoming intentional about your life and parts of your life that you really want to make changes and feel changes in. And I'd love to hear more about some of your experiences too. I wish you the best, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye bye.